I'm always talking about effortlessness. It's a constant theme in all my work over the last almost 22 years. Now, some people over the years have said to me, that's nonsense. There's no such thing as effortlessness. We all have to do things to get to where we want to go. But effortlessness is like beauty in the mind of the beholder, just like struggle and stress are in the mind of the beholder too. The really interesting thing, though, is that neuroscience has recently established effortlessness as a scientific fact. When we go about doing what we're doing in a clear-minded and focused way, what we have to do, even if it might be difficult or perceived to be difficult, or brave or courageous or unpalatable, becomes effortless. Now, what does the sentence that I've just said mean in terms of being more focused, doing what we need to do? Focus is a word that is bandied about all over the place to the extent that nobody's really sure what it actually means. When I talk about focus, I mean being here in the moment, paying full attention to doing what I'm doing with a purpose in mind. So we're not talking about pure mindfulness, as defined, for example, by the University of Massachusetts Medical School, deliberately paying an unusual amount of attention to the here and now, non-judgmentally. It's more than that. I'm here and now and I'm non-judgmental, but I'm doing what I'm doing with a purpose in mind. Many, many, many years ago, when a computer with the power of an old-fashioned Nokia phone took up the whole floor of an office building in Dublin, when I worked in Irish Life in the 1970s as an assistant tax accountant. Every month I used to get a big sheet of paper, it was given to me, and a load of dividend vouchers, and I was told to write out each dividend voucher. Who paid the dividend voucher to Irish Life investment managers? What was the gross amount of the dividend? What was the tax deducted or tax credit? And what was the net amount? And every month I'd sit there and say to myself, oh my God, here we go again. I have no idea why I'm doing this, and it's a pain in the ass. A couple of years later, when I started studying tax, I discovered that Ireland and the United Kingdom have what is known as a double taxation convention or agreement, so that if I get a dividend with the tax deducted, I can, as an Irish citizen, apply to the Inland Revenue in the UK to get my money back, the tax they deducted. Now, if somebody had explained that to me in the first place, my job would have been oh so much easier. And that's the first thing that modern neuroscience has established. When we know why we are doing what we are doing, it becomes oh so much easier. So, when I sit down to do something, do I know why? When you got out of bed this morning, did you know why? If you're only doing what you're doing because if you didn't do it, you wouldn't get a paycheck at the end of the month, that is not why. You need to know why you're doing what you're doing, what you want out of it in the greater scheme of things. Because if we know why we're doing what we're doing, little things like the financial side of things, like the paycheck at the end of every month, simply and effortlessly fall into place. So the first point I would make is that we need to know why we're doing what we're doing, so that when we bring our clear and mindful mind to the party in the here and now, I know how to apply it and why I'm doing it. The second point is in the next video.